What's up guys? In today's video, I want to talk about the 3 things that I do on a daily basis to maintain stress or just in a regular time frame, whenever you want to manage stress. It consists of 3 main things: the gym, having a clean space, and a routine. If you're stressed all the time, these 3 things help me more than anything else, honestly. And in comparison to a lot of other methods, these 3 I think are the most important when it comes to stress. I'm just going to jump straight into it. The first one is going to be the gym. The gym is the best for anything that has to do with stress, mental health, anxiety, stuff like that. And I want to get into it first because it is the building block of everybody's self-improvement or anybody's routine. It all revolves around the gym. When you go to the gym, it gives your mind a little bit of a rest. Like when you're going through the weights and really pushing yourself to the ground at the gym, doing rep after rep after rep after rep, that's when your mind really goes blank for a little bit and you can kind of give yourself a break. When you're doing cardio, you don't really think about anything else. You're just exerting yourself and you feel a lot better while you're exerting yourself. You feel tired after, you feel worked. You feel like you worked for what am I getting at? You feel like you worked for the result, and it's kind of like a delayed gratification. It really helps out stress, and it's just a good thing. Not only are you going to feel good in the gym, you're also going to look good after a prolonged period of time. So the gym, with that in mind, the gym is really good for stress because you can walk into the gym with all these thoughts and these things and just go hit your lift or hit your workout, hit your cardio, whatever you need to do. And you can kind of just like let your mind relax a little bit and just focus on the workout and actually putting in work. And after that, you'll feel rewarded and you'll be more tired. You won't even really have time to think about it as much, to be stressed and, have these intrusive thoughts, anxiety, stuff like that. And yeah, so that's really what the gym can do. Every day, going to the gym is really beneficial. Every other day, 3 times a week. No matter what, as long as you go on a pretty much weekly basis, 3-4 times a week, 3 to 5 times a week, you're in a really set position. The gym is just amazing for stress, and it is a building block because it does build that consistency and discipline. Even like if it's just a 45-minute workout, every other day, that is a great way to clear your head and get rid of internal stress, and all these thoughts that you have built up in your head. That is still a great way. Whatever you do for your workouts, it'll still help your stress and it'll still, help you get over your things. And it does become it becomes addictive because you kind of want to just go all the time and just get rid of these thoughts. Even like going to hit a lift, lifting weights, then hopping in a sauna after, it really helps you, to kind of clear your mind, and it's very therapeutic in a way. The gym really gives your mind somewhere to put that built up stress and that built up anxiety. The gym really gives your mind somewhere to put that built up stress into it and that built up anxiety into the gym while you're hitting a workout. For number 2, my favorite one, it is keeping your space clean. What I mean by that is keeping it clean the majority of the time. Keeping it clean, when you come back at night. Keeping it clean for when you, want to just enjoy your room, enjoy your house, enjoy your car. Keeping it clean so that whenever you walk into these places, there's not scattered items or scattered, stuff all over the floor, and it won't really alter your mind. Like you're just gonna walk in, it's just all clean. It's gonna be very relaxing, and it is worth it. Like cleaning your bed, cleaning your room, making your bed. Those are just little things that, build up consistency and discipline as well. And whenever you come back at night from work or from the gym, you just walk into a beautiful, clean space, and it really helps with your mental health and stress. Because picture it like this: if you walk into a messy room with all stuff scattered across the room, what are you gonna feel? Like you're gonna feel stressed. Like you're gonna be like, oh my god, like this is like crazy. Like when I walk into a car or room, there's stuff everywhere. I kind of like not freak out, but like it just kind of makes me a little bit more stressed. And whenever I have a nice, clean environment, it helps me become very more relaxed, and I don't have to worry about it as much. So that's why I love keeping my space clean. I'll show you right now. I think your room and your space is just kind of like a reflection of yourself. when you walk into a messy place, it's just gonna overwhelm you and overwhelm your mind. You don't want that on top of stress. It's just gonna project more stress, and it's just gonna be a cycle. So that's why I love to keep it clean. So you know, when I come back from work or from the gym, I have a super clean room, super clean car, super clean everything. Or not super clean, but you know, more organized and clean. So I don't have to also, you know, so I don't have to you know, look for things. Like I know where everything is. It helps me become more productive on a daily basis, and just having everything laid out and just nice for your routine is amazing. And you know, like spending 10 or 15 minutes just cleaning your room and organizing, or cleaning your car, can really help you feel more, you know, relaxed and more in control about your space and your daily life. Because if you walk into a room and it's all messy, you're gonna get super fucking overwhelmed, and it's gonna be like, oh my god, I have all this stress, and I'm walking into an overwhelming room with everything, this there, that there, all this stuff. It's just gonna be a lot, and you know, like after a long day, you don't really want that. You don't want to have to put up with that. You don't want to deal with that. So it is best to, you know, on a daily basis and regular routine, to clean your room, make everything nice and neat, you know, organize your clothes and hangers. I just love to do it. I love having a clean space, like even with your car, like vacuum your car, take out the trash. It could be where you work. If you work in an office, make it all organized. It could be when you eat. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying. But wherever you are, just having a clean environment is very good for, you know, maintaining your stress and managing stress, and it's easy to, you know, be more relaxed. What I have last, the last one is very, very important as well. It is to build a routine. Building a routine is honestly the best thing you could do for your daily life. Very, very crucial to your daily life, and you know, if you want to keep going and have your gym set up, everything set up throughout your day. Stress comes from feeling like your life is out of control, and a routine gets rid of that. You wake up, go to the gym, or no, you wake up, clean your room, go to the gym, come back, eat, you know, like just simple as that. You make times for yourself, you know, whenever your work is, you wake up, clean your room, do whatever you have to do during the day, go to the gym, eat, you know, clean your room, whatever, put stuff away, then go to work, come back, you have clean room, everything's clean, everything's organized. You don't have to worry about any of that. The stress does come from feeling like your life is going out of control. And I've been there so many times. Like, I didn't really get into my story time, but I'll save that for another video. But yeah, like, you know, like after school, after work, and like you don't even know what to do. Like you don't know how your day is gonna go. So obviously you're gonna feel stressed because you don't know. You're seeing everybody do this and this. You're hearing about that. You're hearing about this. You're hearing about that. You're hearing about all these different things, and you don't even know. Like you don't really know where to start. And I don't blame you for that, because you know, I've been there. I don't blame that at all. I've been there and I didn't know. And you know, having a routine like that is something where you can build and change over time to whether how your life is and how your life changes, how your routine changes, how your work changes. And it is very important for having, you know, maintaining your stress and managing your anxiety stress. Having a routine gives your day structure. Having a routine gives your day structure. You know when you're gonna wake up, you know when you're gonna eat, you know when you're gonna go to the gym, you know when you're gonna go to work, you know when you're gonna go rest. And that's an amazing feeling to have, right? Like, put all these three together. You have the gym, you have this, or put all these three together. You have the gym, you have a clean space, and you have a routine. And trust me, when you do those, it'll really change your life. And you know, it's just an amazing balance between all of them. When you find a way to balance all three of these, it is amazing. And you don't have to start with all three. I don't think starting with all three is good, because you know, it takes 2 weeks to build up a habit. So I would start off, I think starting off with the gym is the best bet, because that is when it's going to get you, you know, started up, right? It's the building block. So you go to the gym or you go work out, start it for a week, 2 weeks. And once you get that down, you'll start to like the gym, especially if you're stressed with anxiety. You'll love the gym. Then after that, who knows? You love the gym even more than you thought you would ever love the gym. Then you're just addicted to it. You then clean your room. clean your car, clean your office, clean everything. You clean that, you fall in love with the process, you fall in love with, the mix of both, and then you set up a routine around it. You have the gym, your times, time you wake up, and you have all the routines together for each day of the week. And that is something that's truly powerful and takes dedication and discipline, but the gym builds it up for you. So it's just complementing all these three habits, and that goes a long way. And I'm sorry if I got, a little off topic with these things, but you don't need to change your whole life overnight. Start with these three things: train your body, build a routine, and maintain a clean space. And I'm guaranteeing you that you will succeed in your daily life and manage the stress. Do them consistently, and you'll be surprised on how much you feel relaxed and in control. Follow if you're becoming the best version of yourself. Drop a like and comment stress if if you watch all the way over to the end. I appreciate it, guys. You guys have an amazing and blessed day. I'll see you in the next video.